Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Next Step Show. This is Pavel Stepanov, the host of Next Step Show. So, 2020, it's been an amazing ride so far, right? Not so much, you may say. Well, I would probably agree with you that 2020 has been a year that we've never experienced before. We had, burning fires. We had COVID. How can we, ignore that? We had lockdowns. We had the collapse of the economy. We had civil unrest. We have different kinds of stuff happening to us, to businesses, and to personal lives. We have, 2020 is going to be the year of online schooling of alcoholic parents. It's going to be also filled with presidential elections, uncertainty, and everything in between. So, for your businesses, for your startups, how is 2020? So far. Some of you say great. Some of you say may not so be great, but the question is, when will it end? Or 2021, which is going to be in about about 3 months, is 2021 going to be different? Is the new year going to change it or all the bad stuff is going to be left in 2020? That's a good question, right? So, but before we get to that, let's talk about hiring somebody for your small projects or for your small or medium-sized businesses. If you're looking for help, if you're looking to hire somebody who is going to work at your company remotely, don't have to be at the office, consider virtual assistant. Virtual assistant is a person who's going to be working remotely for your company and only at a fraction of a cost. So our friends Virtudesk, sponsor of this podcast, are going to provide you great virtual assistants who will be working for your company at a fraction of the cost. The cost of a virtual assistant starts at $8.60 an hour. That's amazing. $8.60 an hour. You cannot get that anywhere but Virtudesk. To find out more, go to myvirtudesk.com, and say Pavel sent you. But let's get back to 2021. Some people think it may be different. Do you really think so? Do you really think so that 2021 is going to be way different for your business purposes? What do we know so far? We know that we don't know anything. Okay, the major lesson that should be taken by all entrepreneurs from 2020 is that you can never plan for too long, for far along in a way. Okay. Future is an unpredictable thing. It's an illusion. So I understand people like planning, people like some certainty in life. That's understandable. That's human nature. From the standpoint of a business owner, of an entrepreneur, how's planning for the future going to help? You can say, well, I can just plan it out and basically have my playbook and play the playbook accordingly to reach to my goals. So what we've learned about 2020 from the beginning, all those resolutions, New Year's resolutions, all those plans, business plans that were made on January 1st, 2020, went out the window in March. Fair to say that? Yes, it is indeed. So I strongly believe that we can only what we control is what we can really make out of it, okay? What we actually can control at the moment, not what we control in the future or we could control in the past. What we control right now, or how we actually react to it. So that's the things we can control, is basically going to react. When the pandemic happened of 2020, of COVID-19, basically, that means that a lot of plans were completely destroyed, ruined. People didn't know what to do. And I had a lot of people that reached out to me, and I spoke with a bunch of people. People are really successful. They had no idea what was going on. They had no idea what is happening, okay? They had no idea what's going to be happening in a week, in 2 weeks, in a month, okay? So bottom line is, this year is going to be over in less than 3 months. So can we really plan for 2021? Not exactly. What we can do is We can try to set the goals. However, the goals should be set with a possibility of adjustment, of possibility of a pivot. And besides, what makes you think that something is going to change when the new president is elected or the current is reelected? What makes you think that something is going to change when the vaccine is going to be available and things would supposedly go back to normal and things would magically return to the level of 2019? We don't know that. We don't know how it's going to be. How is everybody going to be affected? A lot of industries been affected by this pandemic. So in reality, we cannot bank on things going back to normal upon election or re-election of a new president, or upon issuance of some sort of a drug or vaccine or something like that. Okay, so we as entrepreneurs need to concentrate on things we can control. All right, or basically control our mindset, how we adjust to the new reality, how we are pivoting in a new reality, or how we can actually pivot our business. For example, I have a customer of mine who was a real estate agent. However, when the pandemic hit, she started producing PPE. She started producing the personal protection equipment. How is it relevant? Well, she realized that there's a need. She realized that there's a market that she can actually fill, and she's doing very well. All right. So again, pivoting the business model is one of the components of not only surviving but thriving. So if you are an independent business owner, if you're a solopreneur, as I call it, look at what the things that are happening, see the need, see the opportunity, and adjust to it. For example, my team, we started 2 independent projects in 2020 during the pandemic because we saw the need and opportunity for that. One of those projects is Timely. Timely, it's a software, it's a time tracking software for remote employees. So for example, we saw that a lot of people are going to be working from home, a lot of employees are going to be working from home. So one of the key components is control. How does the employer controls what the employee does? Okay, there's a time tracking and screen capturing software. We've just released it. Okay, this is an opportunity, and we saw the need. Also, you got to keep an open mindset about things like that because, as the saying goes, never let a good crisis go to waste, which means crisis is not good. However, things like that are actually important to consider, okay? Because a lot of people go into panic mode. As a matter of fact, I know a lot of entrepreneurs who went into panic mode, okay? I know some real estate agents who decided to put their license on hold because they couldn't function in a new reality. And what they figured out, they went back to business 6 months later, and now they're pretty much, as I call it, out of commission. Why? Because they didn't work to adjust. They used to work in the old ways, and they cannot adjust to the new ways. So are those people waiting for 2020 to be over and start a new year in 2021? Of course they are. So, but do they do it? Are they doing it correctly? Not exactly, because what needs to happen, you need to fly with the flow, and you need to adjust. Okay, this is very important. Another thing, people like stability in everything. This morning I did a little polling on Facebook, like polling answer, and I asked the question: what do you prefer to have? One of the three, either A, 850 credit score, B, $2 million in cash now, C, which is $40,000 a week for life. So I'm not surprised that a lot of people said that they would prefer $4,000 per week for life because they believe this is stability, and a lot of people like that, and this is okay. A lot of people are, not quite enough, not feeling secure, so they want to have that, constant stream of income, which makes them feel comfortable. Okay, I don't judge anybody. Okay, but what I see, and I personally said I would pick B, which is $2 million right now up front, because I can invest it. I can invest it into business. I can invest it in income producing properties, and I could generate way more than $4,000 per week, okay, in passive income. So, but again, to do that requires thinking, strategizing, being smart, and some risk taking and decision making. So, considering all of that information, again, we come back to why people picked C. And again, it's okay. More than 80% of people picked C because they want the stability in their life. They need a guarantee. However, what we've learned in 2020, that there is no guarantee in anything. So what does this poll indicate for us? Let's talk about it. But first, let me address the real estate agents in Seattle market. If you are a real estate agent in a Seattle area market, and you are with a brokerage that charges you 30 or 20% from your commission, you need to stop doing it. You need to stop and reconsider that. You need to go back and realize that you are paying 20 or 30% to somebody who is not doing anything. Consider Nexus Realty. Nexus Realty is a 100% commission brokerage, cloud-based, where you don't have to be at the office, and you are keeping more of your commission. You are keeping 100% of your commission minus the transaction fee. Nexus Realty. So if you're an agent in Seattle area, go to joinnexusrealty.com to learn more about it. Again, joinnexusrealty.com and just tell them Pavel sent you. So this poll I did this morning on Facebook is a good indicator that people want cash flow passive income. Okay, let me break it down for you guys. There is no such thing as a passive income. It doesn't exist. Okay, people heard this buzzwords, and it is actually just a buzzword: passive income, passive income, passive income. So they believe that this is passive income, which means I'm sleeping and money is making money. Okay. A lot of people heard that Warren Buffett said, if you're not making money in your sleep, you're poor. Okay. This is all nice buzzwords. However, there's no such thing as passive income. You have to still keep doing the work to make sure that it actually stays there. Okay. Everybody knows that the MRR model, MRR, it stands MRR. It's monthly recurring revenue model of a business. Okay, or in other words, subscription service. Subscription service, very popular, and those business models are very popular with VCs. I mean, venture capitalists, angel investors, or just investors who want to invest in businesses. Why are they popular? Because they can generate monthly revenue, and it's easy to predict how much the business is making at the same time with low risk, and there's no sales cycle, which means whatever sales cycle you put up front, it's going to be generating cash on the back. Okay, so a lot of venture capitalists or investors look for those companies to invest to. Okay, a lot of people want to create MRR models because, again, they all believe this is going to be passive income. Not exactly. There's a lot of work goes into that, more than people realize that. Okay, I currently operate two businesses that are MRR models. Okay, and there's a lot of work goes into them. Running it, maintaining it, and also at the same time generating it. Okay, yes, there is no sales cycle, which means you get paid monthly. However, a lot of work needs to be done. Okay, so that's why I'm saying there's no such thing as a passive income. Some people say, okay, I can actually invest in real estate. I can buy income producing properties, and those income producing properties will be generating income for myself, my family, and tenants will pay down the mortgage, and I'll have cash flow. True. However, you still need to maintain those properties. You still need to manage them. You still need to find renters when renters, take off and leave. You need to fill the vacancies. It still goes, a lot of work goes into it. So there is no such thing as passive income. So just get it, okay? So, but let's get back to our year 2021. That's gonna happen in about close to about 100 days. Okay, so we're all waiting for the end of this year, because this year has been uh, turbulent or shaky, is to say the least. Okay. However, 2021 is not going to be much different. Okay, and let me tell you why it's not going to be much different. True, we're not going to be faced with election dilemma. That's just one thing. Just get out of the way. However, we're still going to be facing with probably problems of civil unrest. We're still going to be facing with the problems of COVID restrictions. We're still going to be faced with the problem of social distancing or remote business activity. So to say that, the 2020 is a great year to actually learn to adjust to that and be prepared. Okay, you need to finish the 2020 strong. Put all your effort right now, and you guys should not be concerned about what 2021 is going to be. You should be concerned about now, because again, we're going back to planning. We cannot plan 100 days out. I mean, frankly, I cannot even plan 30 days out. If I want to take a trip somewhere, for example, I was trying to buy airplane tickets for my mother. We planned it for her to fly like a month out. Then the tickets were canceled. Airline canceled the tickets. So, and I'm telling my mother, I said, you know what? You cannot plan like 45 days out. You have to, basically play it by ear every week. Take every week as it goes. Okay, that's 2020 for you. Okay, that's why I'm saying don't be concerned what 2021 is going to be, or what is going to be when this whole madness is going to end. It will end. However, things will be different when it ends. Things will be different in a sense that we as a society learned how, first of all, we probably all learned not to plan too far out. Okay. Second, we learn how to run business differently. So in an essence, that's kind of like a blessing that this whole thing started at the beginning of the year. So we took about a year, this 6-7 months to learn and to learn new tricks, how to run business differently. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Execution is essential now. Okay, pivot and adjustment of your strategies are important. When you pivot, when you face with an obstacle and you try to adjust something in your obstacle or pivot the business model, you are essentially operating in the momentum now. And that's what I like doing. I like to operate in the momentum. Okay. If I see that things are not going as planned, I need to be able to sit down with my team, brainstorm, and come up with solutions. Sometimes the ideas we come up with right now may not be relevant next week. That's why I'm saying flexibility of a thought, open mindset are those things that actually as important as execution. Again, flexibility of a thought and open mindset are as important as actual execution. That's my take for today. And again, this is Next Step Show. Subscribe, please. If you like the show, please hit subscribe button and little bell on the YouTube channel, so that you can actually know when we are live. Okay, this is going to be broadcasted live on Facebook and YouTube, and also please subscribe to our podcast anywhere you're listening to our podcast, either Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, or Spotify. We are going to have some guests on the show. Probably later this week we'll have somebody. We're also growing and we are evolving as a podcast. So I'm trying to bring some value to you. That's why I would like to actually have some input. So if you can, please comment in the comments section on both YouTube and Facebook where you watching it live, and I'll be happy to answer your questions, or just comment back. Just say what's up. That's gonna be perfect enough for me, just so I know you're there. Okay, so don't hide from me. And as always, guys, we just wanted to say happy start of the week, happy Monday, and let's get rolling for 2020. And when 2021 comes along, we'll be ready. All right. As always, guys, go crush it.